Okay, what is and what should never be? Led Zeppelin. Here's the way I play it. And so on. Okay, so it starts off with these two chords, which is kind of like a A7 here. So put your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, and then your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the B string, and your pinky on that 2nd fret as well on the 2nd. So I'm going to strum that. I just use my thumb, kind of softens it up. And then we're going to switch to this chord, which is kind of like some sort of D, I think. But you've got your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, your index fingers on the 1st fret of the G string, your ring finger is on the 3rd fret of the top E string, and then your pinky's on the 3rd fret of the B string, right? And you just go between those two chords. That type of A7 to a D. Right? Okay, and then it goes into the next part. So we're just going to go open A string, and we're just going to go from 5 to 7 on the D string, and then from 4 to 5 on the D string, still open A string, and then 2 to 4 on the D string, still open A. To a D, to a A. Okay, repeat that. Then we're going to grab a B chord, just like a B5. So for that, we're just following the bass line. So just a regular B, strumming the D, A, and G strings. Open A string, and then take your middle finger and mute the A with your middle finger, and then play the 4th fret of the bottom E to a to an A chord, E chord, to a B chord. So if you put that together, you got to a F sharp minor, which is same as the B chord, just move it up to where your index is on the 2nd fret of the bottom E, to an A, and then just kind of bend the bottom E on the 3rd fret, leading into an A chord or an E chord. Right? So you got so you got those parts, and then it goes back to the first part again, right, with the those two chords, right? And then that pretty much just goes back and forth. There's a little solo section in the middle, and then there towards the end of the song, it has that part where it's so we're just going to go, I'm just going to play the A and D strings on the 9th fret, and then I'm going to hammer my ring finger onto the 11th fret of the A string. And then move that down to where now you're playing the D and G strings, and do the same thing. Right? And do the same thing up here with your indexes now on the 5th, A and D. Same thing, and then just play an E chord. And then you'll just have to listen to it to get the time. And there's like the very first time the pattern's a little different. He kind of comes in going, there's like a pause. And then the second time there's like no pause. And then he starts a little bit of the strumming. So those are the elements of the song, and then when you're ready to do the solo, you can kind of get some like E major, stuff like that in there. Will sound good over that progression. All right, enjoy.